And now a message from our sponsor.
Yes, absolutely. So here we are sponsored by the Exit Planner. It is brought to you by Beyond the Chair. That's right. The ladies of Beyond the Chair have worked very hard for the last 6 months to provide you a book that helps you exit that chair, helps you exit that service, and helps you exit that mental drainage.
And help you exit that baby daddy situation.
Absolutely.
Thank you for Beyond the Chair Exit Planner for sponsoring today's episode.
You are appreciated.
You are very appreciated.
No, but seriously, y'all, these books.
No, but seriously,
planners,
they came in today. We can't stop holding them up.
I just want to rock it like rock-a-bye.
I'm going to have this everywhere I go. I really love them. And it's big, look.
It's
look
my
how
man.
big it is to my face.
My last man left me.
Can you please stop talking about that man, for real? I've been hearing about this since last week. All right, so
Allegedly.
to bring in the show, I've experienced this. I don't know if you've experienced this, but it is a lot of mean girls in the industry.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
So that's why we wear pink today, in light of the mean girls. But not in light of the mean girls, just to bring a light to the situation that's going on in the industry right now. So do you feel like the mean girl entrepreneurs are the reason why service providers and entrepreneurs, period, are getting a bad rep?
You know what? Let's roll this clip, and then I'm going to talk about it.
Okay, roll the clip.
People, y'all bitches was never for the people. Y'all are backstabbing mean bitches. Y'all are mean girls. Anita's the same one starting businesses. Y'all wasn't never for the people. Y'all just money hungry.
Cut the clip.
Like,
Cut the clip. Shout out to Cleo Trapper, though, because she be spitting some real stuff.
She
and I
said
feel like
you got to have a different type of heart to be an entrepreneur. And I feel that because I always say, do not be the type of customer that you want. Because a lot of us
don't want.
Exactly. A lot of, my bad, that you don't want. A lot of us go to these businesses and we'll raise hell. I need to speak to the manager. My food was cold. And I've been waiting for 10 minutes. I need free food. Me and all my homegirls need free food. And let one person like that come patronize your business. You're going to be out of business.
True. And that's something that you taught me, too, because I was just going through a situation recently, and y'all don't know how mean I wanted to be. I wanted to go on the internet. I wanted to tell it all. I wanted to make a post. I wanted to create a freaking dislike club, because I'm not going to say hate club. Yes, I was going to create a dislike society for this person who I feel like fucked me over. And Trishonna was like, Des, you know, we deal with a lot of clients on an everyday basis, and everybody's not always happy with the services that we provide. So how would you feel if after that opens up a door?
I never knew you really listen to the stuff I be saying.
I do sometimes. I don't let you know, because
I'll keep it going.
Don't get too much. But she said that will open a door for people to do the exact same thing to you. And how would you feel if that shoe was on the other foot? And I really had to sit down and think to myself, like, how would I feel? Like, just how I'm trying to make that other person feel, I'm going to feel that way 10 times over, especially because I've already did it to somebody. So like, and why she talking about? That's why she. And
that's big of you. I'm proud of you, because she didn't. I was in her ear every single day. Like,
big Des.
Don't do this because, because I believe in extending grace. And I know now.
Not too much.
But you know what? I used to go to restaurants and be like, the manager and I would get gift cards and we gonna eat for free every single time I come. I used to be that person. Then people start coming to Mixin's, the ice cream shop, and my ice cream was nasty and it wasn't made right, and theirs got more brownie. Baby, listen, be sorry.
Yeah.
Back on up, so back the hell on up. And so now I extend grace to everybody.
True. So I'm happy me and that person was able to figure everything out on the back end.
But I will say this, though.
What?
People think we mean. And it's because we raw. So they think we're mean.
I think it's a very thin line between that. But speaking of mean girls, I definitely want to highlight somebody that's the complete opposite of a mean girl. I've sat in her chair plenty of times. She's been sweet in person, online, since the day I followed her. So let's show and so pretty. So let's show our spotlight for the week. So Evan, the hair guru, she is so amazing, y'all. When I tell y'all, just look at her. Look how the wind blows.
Hi, my girl.
And her, oh, is that? It's Evan.
Hey, y'all. And I got
Welcome to the
gifts.
show.
I came with gifts.
Let me get a gift.
I got gifts for my girl.
Thank you. I'm gonna open it when we get to the part where I want to say, but thank you for the gift.
It's real
It's the pack. Y'all, this is packaging.
Yeah.
This is called packaging.
Yeah.
Real girls bring gifts. But let me tell y'all a funny story on how Evan actually got on the show. So you know that we post a lot of clips. Every week we post about 10 clips, and Evan was just like, I need to come speak for the service providers. So right now, right here, we have a voice
I got y'all.
She's coming to rumble into Tussle.
She ready to tussle for all of the service providers. So the first question that I have for you is, what experience do we get when booking with the hair guru?
That's a great question. The experience that you get when booking with me, first and foremost, my booking link is very detailed, very straight to the point, very detailed. You shouldn't have any questions, honestly. I feel like a lot of times people are lazy with the foundation of the booking part, because if you lazy with it, people kind of get confused. They're like calling your phone like, oh, I forgot to add this, I forgot to add that. I make it very accessible. Even when I've had instances where like a client is like, hey, well, I meant to do this, I will instantly go back and change it on my site so that I don't have to have that issue again. That makes sense?
Is it long? Because you know when you tired and you in bed, you trying to book, and it be like an application.
It be the same application when girls go get them BBLs.
Oh,
it be the same application. It be still long. So I feel like, you know, they be trying to play with us, but they go to the BBL people and sit there and write on a 10-page paper.
But that's like once in a lifetime. But these bookings on the site, it be like, I gotta do this every 2 weeks.
Well, if you get to know your stylist and you like get to know them like that, I feel like I'm real easy. Like if my clients text me like, hey girl, can I come next week? Like she ain't finna go book online. Like,
I don't never
she gonna be like, Evan, can you get me this week? And I'm gonna say, yeah, I got you, girl. Like, what time you wanna come? So I feel like if you create that, you know, energy with that stylist, I feel like you'll always be straight. Like it'll never be a issue for you to come just whenever you want, honestly. But.
Okay. See, and I love that.
True. So are you more relaxed when it comes to your booking site, or do you really like to lay that respect for the new clients like off the bat?
Make an example out of them.
I lay the respect, but I do it in a way that's super just chill. Like when people come to me, they know I'm down to earth. I'm not giving stuck up. I'm not giving none of that. We finna talk. We finna gossip. We finna talk about your man. We finna talk about whatever you want to go through. Like, whatever you're going through, we gonna talk about it. Like, I'm gonna make it an experience for you to where you feel like you getting to know me. You know? Like, you actually... Like, people be saving up their money to come sit in people's chairs. They be flying from city to city to go sit in people's chairs. So, I want to make sure I'm giving you an experience of getting to know me a little bit, you know?
Okay, and I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so, do you think that Beyond the Chair and Trishonna and City does that we bash stylists and service providers in this chair?
Tread lightly.
Tread lightly.
So what I truly think is like a hit dog will holler, right? I feel like when y'all do say certain things, everything don't apply to me. So I don't wear it like that. You know, like some girls are so offended because they feel like it's a part of who they are. Honestly.
It's like it's showing who they really are.
It's a projection. Exactly. It's a projection. So I feel like a lot of the things that y'all say are honestly, it's the raw truth. It reminds me of Kevin Samuels. Because it's like the raw truth, but don't nobody want to hear it like that.
True.
So it's like, it's a lot of things that y'all have said. I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense. But I feel like for instance,
I was gonna say, tell us one.
Perfect, of course, the hairstylists who like charge for their lifestyle. You know, like they charge it for their lifestyle. They just doing this because they was like, why a stylist got to be in the Benz and why? But it's like, I'm in the Benz. I live nice. I buy nice things. But
the thing about it is, Evan, you can do hair. So what I meant by that was
that's the one.
You can do hair. But what I meant by that is your content aligns, your service aligns,
brand.
Absolutely.
Your brand.
Come on.
Put money into your branding before your Benz.
Your brand aligns before the Benz. So all of that is just like stylists who are just coming up. They want to live the lifestyle that other stylists portray, so they try to charge these high with a shitty experience. So I think that the way that we said it at that moment came off differently than what I was actually trying to portray.
Absolutely. Now that makes a lot more sense, because even then I was thinking like, you know, the type of person I am, I take at least 5 to 6 classes a year. With any stylist that I think is an underdog, with any stylist that I think is not really getting, I will fly to Miami. I have flown to Houston. I have flown everywhere to take classes. Like, I am very invested.
But so see, at this point, you're not just a stylist. You are a business
and you're a brand.
Come on.
Too.
Come on.
So that's different.
That does make a difference. That's why I say a hit dog holler, because they be mad because it be the truth, you know. But when you're not really like, that's not really your lane, you're like, okay, well, no, it makes sense. Like, my prices make sense for my education, you know.
True.
Like for what I train myself for. The same way.
PhD.
Yeah, it's literally the same thing as like doctors. Like I said, like if you go to a doctor, you're not gonna go get on BBL for $2,000. You're gonna go to the person who charged maybe $10,000-$15,000, but he has way more. Exactly, but if he has way more experience, he's educated, he's charging what he's worth. And everybody knows that the surgery industry, like, it's like hell. The experience is hell. But then it's like once you know, it's like you pay your money and you happy with whatever you got, you know. So it's the same. So I feel like that's where I'm like, okay, well, they be dogging, like everybody is like most service providers are just not like the best, you know. So it's kind of like you gotta find somebody that's really good and then just stick with them.
And I wasn't the best service provider when I did hair. I wasn't the best service provider, but I was the best person.
Absolutely.
Like, I had a good personality. The lace was lifting when I was doing hair, but the personality was yes.
See, and the hair when I would do was good, but don't talk to me while you sitting. Like,
so you had the opposite of me.
Yeah, I don't feel like talking.
You don't feel like talking. I had those days.
I would turn on the show and then I would turn up louder if they get to talk.
Oh my gosh, I have those days.
So what's the craziest thing you ever had happen to you as a hairstylist? Like one thing that you just like, what the fuck?
I think I want to say mom drama, prom season.
Ooh.
When I used to do hair for prom, I don't do hair for prom now, but when I used to do hair for prom, I felt like prom season was just the worst season. Like
the moms want to smoke.
The moms want smoke, and the moms also are very like on you. Like I just feel like when you like
they was the one I just talked about. Just I want this for free, and you gotta deduct this and
like. Or asking you if this the price, like look,
this the price.
Your daughter know what she know what she do. You know what I'm saying? Like daughters be knowing what they be doing too. So I feel like they be kind of tricking the moms out of place, and then the moms come to you with the smoke when it's like, no, this is what your daughter said she wanted. You know, so I always verify everything with parents first. If you're like under 16, I always talk to the parents first and make sure that they understand where I'm coming from before I do anything. So I think that's where a lot of my issues ever came with. But now I feel like I really attract my clientele because of how I am. So I feel like my clients are like, I adore them. Like I don't have any issues with none of my clients, honestly.
I've only had like one client that I really love. I used to ban people from coming back.
I be friends with my clients.
No.
You do be friends. That's how we became friends.
Yes, I be friends with you. I be like, no, girl, come back and see me. I miss you.
I used to do her hair. She's banned.
I stopped doing
you
hair.
You had a
few
few
people that's banned.
Huh?
You didn't even do hair no more.
No, but she's the reason why I stopped. She would like have me and she loved like weave. So like you know you do crochet hair. She would have me put like 6 packs of crochet hair and then like open it and put more in. And I'd be like, don't tell nobody I did that.
Oh, please don't tell nobody I did that.
So I have another question. Are you worried about the recession affecting your bookings? Why or why not? Because a lot of service providers are like lowering their prices or they're doing just other things. But how do you feel about the quote unquote recession?
I feel like service providers have a hard time. I think the biggest thing with service providers is feeling like you can make it, you can spend it, you can make it right back. That is like the dumbest.
Hustle money.
That is like the dumbest thing I've ever like. It took me a while to really grasp saving and investing and all of those things. But by the time I really grasped it, like I came from behind the chair for 4 months straight. And I lived my best life. I traveled by myself everywhere. I had a ball, right? But I did it for me because I'm like, as a service provider, I'm growing up. I've been doing hair for 8 years. I'm seeing girls get engaged. They get married. They got a man. They got Friday date nights. I've never had a Friday date night.
Evan, you never had a Friday date night. You know why? It's because Evan's a trick, guys. You heard it here first. Evan is a trick, so she be the one making the date nights.
Yeah.
You are being IMU high.
Yes, girl, no, for real. But I've learned that you can't allow like your business to like take over your entire life. Like you still have to have a personal life, right? And I feel like with me, when it comes to like recession thing, anything like that, I'm a very big saver, very big investor, very big on like, you know, putting my money in other places to where even if I'm not, I don't have to stand behind the chair and work. Like even now, I think I started working like 6 days a week when I first started. Now I'm like 2 to 3 days.
Okay,
like
well let me ask you this too, because I'm sure everyone would want to know. As a provider, where do you invest your money? Like when you say you're putting it places, where is it going?
So for instance, I have a huge vision of like starting up businesses just to sell them. Okay. Right?
Love that.
So
that's what we do.
Okay. Yes, exactly what they do. I want to start up businesses to really like sell them. Like I don't care who it go to. I don't care who buy it first. Like I really want to build up a lot of small businesses and then like kill it. And that, like, you know, so for right now, my business right now is Glam Affair. So I'm investing a lot of money into a hair company, but I want to give black girls they own Louis Vuitton for hair, you know?
Yes.
Like I want to get on their own Chanel where you getting this as soon as you walk in the door. Like it's a smell, it's an aura, it's an experience. Like we're treating you like royalty, okay? Like I feel like hair stores now, there's no hair store that's like you walk in and you're just being treated. It's like somebody cousin is rude and walking up to you like how much. Girl, if I'm spending $700, you better talk to me with some respect. Like,
you
I'm
better
not even
sit me down and give me champagne like Chanel.
Yeah, like why is not
Chanel?
Yes, it's definitely giving that. So
bring me different hair. Let me
touch it. Let me experience. Like let me really get an experience to where you're not rushing. And I want you to be educated. Why are you trying to tell me what to do, and you're not educated on it at all.
Period. So let's talk about your hair care products and why did you come out with Glam and Fair hair care products?
That looks really nice.
Yes, thank you.
Let me put them all out. So can you walk us through like two products and tell us what you love about them and why you created them and who you created them for?
Yes. So the thing I love the most about my hair care products is that I feel like you can't just be a one-stop shop. You have to have everything, and I feel like retail is a huge thing that a lot of stylists is not doing. So retail is gonna make you money on the back end. Like I done made sales on the way here, you know. So it's like retail is gonna make you your money on the back end, where it's a small investment, but you're gonna see your profit back.
True.
So for me, I really wanted a product line. I've always wanted a product line because I just felt like anything that I use, I should have. Anything that I use, I should have.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I have my own irons. I have my own hot combs. I have my own everything. Like, I literally use everything of my own.
But can I highlight what you just said, too?
Yes.
Because a lot of people will take that and think that they're supposed to start selling candles. They're supposed to start selling nightgowns.
Girl.
Notice that everything you said is still within your niche.
Yes, within my niche. And I think that a lot of times people can't find their lane because they're so busy in somebody else's. Like,
say that again.
You can't find your lane if you in somebody else's lane. Like, scoot over. Scoot over. Like, this is my lane. And I feel like a lot of times people do that with their friends. And I think it sucks because it's like, none of my friends in my lane. None of them. Like, I think that it makes it easy for me because I'm not getting ideas from you.
Yeah.
You're not stealing ideas from me. And it makes it easier. So I think my favorite two products would have to be I love the champagne mint shampoo.
It's so timeless. Your packaging.
It's so, and that's what I really wanted. I really wanted like black girl luxury, but like not giving like, you know how
glitter logo.
That's what I was about to say. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say
on the show. Say it. Say
I
it
didn't
with
want
your
to say
chest.
like giving like, you know, amateur. I wanted to give something that could, like, you could see it in the stores.
Yes.
And it sits beside Pantene. It sits beside every other product that there is.
I'm gonna say it for you. What she said was, don't put glitter all on that goddamn.
Yeah.
Make it
okay. Make it so timeless to where it can last on the Target aisle.
Yes, and I think that it's important to be able to be attractive to like everyone because somebody's mom is not buying. You know, if her daughter says she wants this, a mama gonna be like, well, I can't use it. So if it's looking real ghetto and just thrown together and you just kind of didn't even take your time with it, like nobody's mom's gonna spend their money on it, you know. And I get a lot of people who literally order just the products, like, and they come in like a box, and I try to make sure like packaging is really cute. I try to really, and people don't get that part. Like, you gotta spend the money on you're gonna spend a lot of money before you make a lot of money, and I think that people don't want to do that. They don't want to. They do not want to spend the money, like, and it's really tough and it's really hard, which is why you have to get your credit up. Which is why you have to get your bag up. Stop shopping. Stop going out to eat. Stop trying to go to Rolling Loud.
Y'all hear why she got her bins? Because she got her head on straight.
Oh, God. Like, I have starved. You know, like, not starved literally, but I'm saying, like, I have... Not literally.
No. I just talked about this, though. A lot of us want to look like we have it before we have it. It's a way to struggle.
I've sacrificed a lot. I think, like, even when I talk to my friends who are, like, my friends now, and they look at me, and I'm like, you know I worked hard. Like, I've had to tell one of my friends before, like, you're comparing your 1 year in business to my 8. And that's going to mess you up. That's going to mess you up. That's going to mess you up because you're looking at something that I've worked time and time again for. You know, and your 1 year, I made all those mistakes. That 1 year was probably trash. Like, you know, like.
Spending all that money.
Come on.
In my first year of business, I spent so much unnecessary money to look like I had money. I was one of them. This chain, I was not supposed to buy this. Y'all. Don't go buy no jewelry. Like, I look at this chain all the time. Let me scoot this up so y'all can see what I spend my money on.
I lose jewelry all the time.
Ooh! It's okay. So, back to what we were saying. This chain, I spent money on it when I didn't even have like a solid business plan or a solid thing that I wanted to do. I just knew that I was making a lot of money at the time, and I wanted y'all to see my money, but now all I have to show for it is this chain when I could have had something else that was making me constant money. This chain has not made me any money. It got me a couple likes. You look good though, friend. It got me a couple likes.
No, you get us.
It got me a couple likes.
Look, I didn't buy me one. I'm too cheap. But I do have a question for you. So now that you have products and your business is booming, do you have a team? Do you manage a team, or is it you by yourself, or how does it work?
Let me tell you something. One thing about starting these small businesses, I definitely feel like you should put your business on autopilot. I definitely think that you should be allowing yourself to work smarter, not harder. Come on, I don't play that. I have someone who runs Glam Affairs Instagram. I have someone who comes up with the concepts every month for whatever we're doing, whether it's like, okay, like I think for We had an amazing Valentine's Day campaign. Like, any type of campaigns that we do, like, I always try to make sure somebody is the brains for that, so that I'm not having to always be the brains. I'm going to show up to every meeting. I'm going to be there for every meeting, but I'm not going to always be the only person putting in work for this brand.
True. So you understand the D word.
Absolutely.
Delegate.
Come on.
Come on. Let's cheers to that.
Yes.
And that brings us and that brings us to
Tequila Truth. My favorite. Because I've been over here. I got questions for this trick.
Oh, I got questions for this trick. I'm screaming.
Ooh.
I got questions. You want to start?
You be babysitting.
Okay.
Yeah, she babysitting.
Oh,
y'all babysitting.
No. Usually I be.
Okay.
But I'm weak.
Y'all taking it slow.
Because we was drinking on the last episode. All right. So do you want to start her Tequila Truth? Or do you want me to start it?
You started because you be diving in, friend.
Okay, I do dive in, and I know Evan's for real.
Yes.
She's about to
I know
dive in.
I know that on the outside exterior, you kind of a little bit hard for the people who are not your close friends. But
Yes.
close friends, we get to see a different side of you, which is a softer, more feminine side, a girl who wants to be in love. Why don't you feel like you show that girl to the public?
When's your birthday?
Great question. December 17th.
Okay, I don't know.
Sagittarius, baby.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. And I think that the reason I don't show it is because it's a little bit of not really being vulnerable. So like with my friends, like y'all can see all that. Like it's y'all can see that. But I feel like for social media, social media right now doesn't deserve this version of me. I feel like a lot of times people are putting everything on social media. Like I'm not saying that you can't post, right? But if it's not making me no money, you're not seeing it no more. True. Like it's just that's what it is, because y'all not my friends. Sorry, you're not my friends.
I feel attacked.
No, but look, I was an open book for a really long time, and I felt like a lot of people could relate to me like that, and they could. But at the same time, it's like sometimes I feel like, imagine all those people relating to you, right? And then at some point, you're no longer that person. Like you're no longer the person that they related to. They want you to still stay that person. So when I was turning up in the club, turned up, shaking my ass everywhere, like that was fun for them. They felt like that was me living my life. So now that I'm a homebody, is that still considered living my life? You know what I'm saying?
It's living a different life.
It's living a different life. So now it's like people may not relate as much. Or I just feel like a lot of times people don't deserve to see every part of you. Like, especially when you got a lot of followers. Like, I hate when people know me in public.
True.
I be so... I am like this.
She's trying
like,
to love it though. She like, you said true.
I don't want you to see me at Chick-fil-A. I don't want you to see me at Target. I don't want you to see me because I just be feeling like I don't want people to feel like I'm not sweet. I'm not humble. I'm not going. You can walk up to me, hug me, like, hey girl. Like, I've had amazing people that do that to me, but I really don't like that.
Really,
I don't like that.
That's me scared.
I mean, yes, when
I
people
don't like
be like,
that.
are you? I just be like, oh.
I do not like that.
This lady almost fell out when she seen Dez at Essence, and Dez was so like scared.
It's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking.
Because I'm just a regular person, just like everybody else.
I think it's fun. Me too. I want people to feel like that. Like,
and nowadays, the world is not as safe. The world's not as safe no more. So I just feel like even then, I don't post my big purchases. I don't post every bag I buy. Like, I used to love doing stuff like that. Like, oh, Instagram, let me show you. Like,
it's like a Target.
Now it's like I show my friends, I show my close friends. Like, I love the close friends, y'all. So that's where I'm at.
See, I'm in between. I don't post a lot of like relationship stuff, but I won't post like any controversy. Anytime someone has a fallout with me, I won't post it. But I'll post like other stuff just to kind of ruffle little feathers.
Yeah.
Little feathers.
Yeah, and I went through a bad breakup like years ago, 2017, and I didn't even have as many followers like as I have now. But I would have died if that was public. Like I would have literally.
I had to make money off mine.
She do. One thing that's gonna post.
You sure did. That was hilarious. I will forever remember that. Like you went down in history for that one.
Cheater.
That you went down in history for that one. Yeah, you went down in history for that one.
Had to.
They gotta talk about.
I gotta cry to Benjamin.
Yeah. I had text to make sure she was okay, but she was like, I'm making money.
Yeah, she was making money. She wasn't even, girl, I called her phone too. She was like, girl, I'm over here making tuna, making money.
Yeah.
That's when we came up with that tuna milk.
Yes, absolutely.
True. What's your Tequila Truth question for Evan?
Okay.
I'm excited. I love her.
My Tequila Truth question, grab your drinks.
Okay.
Ooh, it's another one?
Yeah, yours right there. We got you packed.
Is it about the size? Or is it the motion of the ocean?
It's the motion of the ocean.
It's the motion of the ocean for me, too, because I don't like big penis.
I don't like big penis. I don't know what the girls on Instagram.
I thought we was going to drink, but now it's just like...
Wait.
No, it was kind of like, I don't even know if I want to drink to y'all with that.
Okay.
However...
Drink against us.
Okay. I will say I've experienced one that was about the size of this microphone.
It was this
wide? And it was this long. And it didn't really...
it was this wide.
But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'm not a like. I gotta really like you.
Yeah,
I have to really like you.
For me,
I have to really like. And you know what? Another thing that I will say, right? I'm so soft. But another thing that I will say is that I feel like. I remember I had a friend tell me before, like, and this was just a friend really checking me and let me know, like, she said, Evan, I would have thought you was way more exclusive than you are.
Oh, what did that mean to you?
Let me tell you what that meant to me. It changed everything for me, number one. But I think,
so
like,
you just throwing it back?
No, not sexually. No. She was saying, for instance, we're talking about sex, but I'm saying, like, she was saying it in an aspect of, I would have thought you were more exclusive, like, everybody doesn't deserve your energy. Like, everybody doesn't deserve to hang with you, to be around you, to text you, to DM you, to call your phone and you answer. Like, everybody doesn't deserve that. So it's like, it made me way more reserved. So it's like, even when it comes to, like, you know, the people who I date and stuff like that, and like the type of relationships I be in, like, I be having a time of my life. But it's like, I'm real.
We had a
time last night. But I'm real, like, late, like, you know, real, like, private about it. Like, I don't really be, you know, out there.
Me too. I gotta be in love, and
I gotta be in love.
I don't even want to say how many people, probably like 3, but I gotta really be in love in order to do stuff, because it's like I like to do stuff.
She likes to do everything.
I do.
Come on,
and it's like if I don't, you know, nasty, like a nasty.
Yes, if you ask me.
But it's like, if I don't really know you, we strangers, it's gonna be boring and basic.
Yeah, I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
Y'all just be having boring, basic sex.
Boring, basic sex.
So my question is, we know you as Evan, the hair guru, but tell us more of Evan as a wife. What type of wife do you want to be to your husband one day?
That's a good one. I definitely want to be. I definitely want to be the wife that's like cooking and. You know, I go to sleep every night with perfume on and Baccarat on and all that type of shit. I go to sleep every night with Miss Dior or something. I got bar number 9.
Lotion.
You have to get into that.
Okay, I'm gonna get into it.
I go to sleep every night smelling good, lingerie, anything that makes me feel pretty.
At night by
I
yourself?
will sleep it. Yes.
Don't.
Yes.
Give me a big t-shirt and some boxers.
Now, I will do that now. Okay. But anytime I want to feel pretty, and I do feel pretty, like if I get my hair done freshly, like I want to look cute. So I'm going to be in the bed watching Netflix cute. Like if somebody FaceTime that phone,
so you
cute.
I'm cute. I really want to be a woman. But you know what? I'm working on that right now. I really am working on like being a lady. I think being a lady is so important, especially in the service provider industry, because it's like, it's certain things that ladies just don't do. So even all the rah-rah and the texting back being rude and I've never done that. I've never disrespected anybody who spent money with me, ever. Never did it.
And that's why they continue.
That's why they come back. Like a big kid or a big like business person. I'm not like, I haven't found like my balance of like sexy and soft.
How old are you?
27.
When's your birthday?
August 1st.
Oh, Leo. God, I love y'all.
Oh, I thought you
love Leos. I love Leos. I'm a Sag, so I love
How old are you?
Leos. 26.
I'm the oldest.
I'm 25.
Yeah,
26, 27. I'm the baby.
I'm grown. Yeah, I'm about to be 28.
That's exciting.
I'm probably the most childish one up here.
No, it's me.
It's
me.
I can see that. I can see that.
So you want to be soft for your man.
I want to be super soft. I want to be super soft. I want to be like super like, honestly, when I'm like in a real relationship, I don't want to work. I might need I need this planner.
I'm gonna ask you that. That's my next question.
I need this planner today.
Oh, I got
my clients gonna be mad. I don't know why y'all trying to take everybody out the industry, because then who gonna do the hair?
The people who coming up. That's another question that we always get. It's like, if you keep telling people to leave the industry, who's going to? It's always people who want to do hair.
People who don't even follow us. There's some people who only just watch TikTok for fun.
Yeah, it's always people coming up, and it's always people that's leaving. It's always people coming into the music industry. So Rihanna left.
Yeah, that's yours.
We got you. So Rihanna left, and when Rihanna left, she did makeup. You know what I'm saying? So it's always somebody coming up in the industry, so you don't have to worry about who's going to do our hair.
And I'm thankful that I'm humble enough to say that, like, I've always thought about the exit strategy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every stylist thinks about it, but at the same time, sometimes when it's your passion or it's what you love to do, it's so hard to leave.
It is.
It's so hard to, like, I was just talking to my friend the other day, like, girl, strippers be in a strip club for 15 years.
It's
like, God, why is you there so long?
But Jocelyn was smart.
Yes, but you gotta be smart.
China was smart too.
Yes,
was
yes.
smart.
And you have to. I feel like you gotta really save your money, really stack your money. Because like if I didn't want to work, I don't have to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't have to. My mom's been in the industry for over 30 years almost.
Your mom is my favorite.
And she's the GOAT. Like she's the GOAT.
Let me ask you a question. This is a Tequila truth question. You could plead the fifth. If you plead the fifth, you gotta take a shot.
Ooh.
Okay.
So if you did not work another day in your life right now, with no other income come in, how long would you be straight financially? How many years? You would plead the fifth?
Years. I'm over here doing calculations. Like, hold on.
And if I gotta,
because my bills is high, baby. They high.
You can plead the fifth, or you can.
I'm about to plead the fifth because hold on now.
You know, that's something that you have to do within your exit planner, though.
I love that.
Yes, that's something you have to really calculate to see how many Sims, how many hair care products, how many wigs, how many classes do you have to do so that you can keep yourself, you know, sustained for the next 5 to 10 years without ever having to.
You know what's amazing?
For me, friend?
I will take it. I will take my shot.
I'm gonna take it with you. Look at me.
I'm gonna take it with y'all.
I do want to say one more thing. That's a great thing that you just brought up as far as like how many classes, how many this, how many that. So I also have a online academy, right? That's been the best money I've ever made in my life.
I know you always tell me.
I have made the best money in my sleep, honestly, because I have literally invested money. I feel like that's another huge investment. If you have learned something and you have mastered it, I mean mastered it. I'm not talking about just, oh, you learned how to do it because you did your auntie hair. No, you have to continue to stay in one lane until you master one thing that somebody actually knows you for. For instance, people know me for quick weaves. So when I came out with the quick weave webinar, I spent... This is, yes, it's a quick weave.
It looks like a real hair.
Yes, thank you.
I keep looking at it too. Trying
to find your tracks. Let me see your tracks. Come on. I spent $500 on a webinar. $500. That's not even a lot of money, y'all. Like, that's not a lot of money.
And it made you...
What?
Yeah.
I made $30,000 in 1 month on just the webinar. So that's like a whole nother income,
and
right?
And that's something that we talk about in the exit planner too. Let me go to the page.
Come on.
I love this exit planner, but right here we talk about course creation.
Come on.
How to create your low, medium, and high ticket offer.
Come on.
So right now, even if you do have courses, you can stack them.
Yep,
to
absolutely.
Make more money. Yes.
Can I tell you one more thing I just learned? I learned about. I think I was watching some girl. What is her name? She's a marketing strategist or something like that, and she was talking about how, because for instance, with having a small business, like I feel like a lot of times you're missing so much money from small mistakes that you're making.
Yes.
Whether your website is not together, whether your website is not together, whether it's not clear on your website, your structure is not laid out right, it's just ugly, it's just like, cause I get on people's websites and
just scroll
and get right off. I may have stuff in my
Mm-hmm.
cart too and get right off because something's just not looking right, and I don't. Or say for instance, you only have one item that I can buy. I'm not spending my time with one item and paying shipping for that, right? So you gotta have multiple items on a website. But I just learned about abandoned carts, right? So I do know about abandoned carts, and I know that you can email. Do you know now I be texting these people off my phone?
Why you missed that?
I text them every day. I go through them and I will text you personally from my phone with your name, like, hey, you know. So it's like, and what she said was, yes.
Yep.
And what she said, I have it copied and pasted in my notes. And what she said was, she said every day I wake up and go get my money. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of times people get so lazy because they think it's supposed to just come to you.
Yeah.
No, you gotta wake up and go get it.
You gotta know.
Every day. I don't care how much money I got. I'm waking up and going to get my money every day. Every day. Somebody owe me. Somebody do.
Somebody owe us
and
too.
Somebody owe you. You'll never be broke.
Yeah,
somebody owe me.
You will never be broke. So I really appreciate that. The last thing that I want to say before we close out, because this has been an amazing episode.
What do you think, Trish?
Yeah,
me too.
I like her.
One thing that I really admire about you is that it's so many different faces to Evan. Like we have Evan the hair guru, Evan the chef, Evan the person who we see in the soft, Evan the softie. But we also have Evan the nurse. She has her she had mine by her computer with this big ass hard drive just to play Sims.
Yes.
So tell us about your Sims life in the Evans family and everything that you do with the Sims, and how did you really get into that, and how has that helped your mental space about getting away from Instagram so that you can escape to the Sims?
Absolutely. So I started playing Sims when I was like 12, honestly. Like I love Sims, right? So I started playing it like when I was like 12, but then I got right back into it quarantine. Quarantine was the best time of my life. Like if they could I don't care if they shut this shit down again.
You still got your Sims.
What?
They be doing dances and everything.
My Sims is fire, okay? You gotta follow Guru Sim Life.
Yes.
But I got into Sims just because I've always played it, and I felt like virtual reality to me, like a lot of people be like, oh my God, is that you? You think this your life? And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, girl, she had a baby at 16. This is not my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not my life, you know? But it's like what I think that I have fun doing is like building the houses. People don't know that I really am into interior design. So I love creating houses and like really building them and seeing what I want my future to really look like. Like it's bigger than just, oh, you playing with the little people, blah, blah, blah. I don't really play. I content create. But
I know that's right.
I don't play. I don't waste my time just sitting behind a computer playing. I create content. And I actually had Blame It on K-Way. He reached out to me.
I seen that.
So I was like, you know, like it's like people do look at it. I have a lot of YouTubers. I've had a YouTuber, you know, say oh my God, I love your Sims. Like she posted it on her, Kyra posted it on her YouTube.
Kyra
So
Money?
yes,
I love
she
her.
posted it on her YouTube. So it was like she showed love to it. A lot of people came and followed it. I've had I don't know if Nicole Kirkland.
I don't know her,
She's like a choreographer. She does like the choreography that all the girls in LA be doing.
Dancing.
Yeah, and I had posted a video. She reposted it. So it's like people do see
you know who
it.
Trishonna Hurt is?
No.
She's into that.
She's into that, but she makes so much money from
Off
it.
of it.
Like she invests in like crypto.
But you know
and,
what?
like,
I gotta get into the YouTube world. I'm not.
do.
Yeah, because if you game like that, baby,
I game.
You
I
need to make
game.
money.
That's a solid 50,000 a month.
I
off of
game.
that.
Yeah,
You
and
need
I
to
think
make
that I definitely want to get into that because people want to watch me play.
But
They
let me
just
say
wanna
this
watch me.
though, because I usually go against that because of people's focus. But you're already established, so you can
Absolutely.
game. If you are not established,
Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time.
Because it's expensive. It's
Yeah.
expensive.
It's very
I don't want to put that
expensive.
out there if you're not. But if you already where you want to be, baby, then do
Yeah.
it. But if you're not, don't.
And I feel like a lot of
Like
times
you
you
said,
gotta make time.
sacrifices first.
Absolutely. And I don't club. I don't go to the club. I don't go out unless it's somebody's birthday and I'm like really, really pressed to go. Like, oh, I want to show up. I want to be present. You know, I go, but I don't club. I don't go nowhere. So my time that I do have is like at home, play my game.
True.
Like, and it keeps me out of trouble. It
it's
keeps me safe. It
innocent.
keeps me.
Keep her soft and dainty.
It keep me soft and dainty. And anybody I date, they would just be like, "Girl, you in that game?" Like,
It's innocent.
they be
Somebody
like, "Girl,
please come find my friend and marry her so she could be a pretty little prancing wife.
come on, I'm
And
single.
And
I'm
next
single."
time you come on here, I want to hear about your husband. Like, what do you look for in a husband? That's next time. Y'all gotta stay tuned. Though. Y'all gotta stay tuned. Thank you so much, Evan. Trish, how did you enjoy this episode?
I'm drunk and I got new hair products, so I'm great.
I'm drunk. I got new hair products.
Bye.
Thank y'all. See y'all next time.
See ya.
They gonna love that.